Power changes people, but I was beginning to think it didn't change Damon Volkov. It simply revealed who he truly was. He stood by the window that morning, the first light tracing a faint mark along his shoulder, a mark I hadn't seen before. It wasn't from a fight. It was clean, deliberate. "You're staring," he said, without turning. "You're hurt," I replied softly. He looked down, saw the reopening line, and gave a small smile. "An occupational hazard." I crossed the room, pressing a cloth gently against it. "You should rest." "I don't rest," he murmured, his hand brushing mine. "Not when the circle is moving again." The circle. The name still sent a chill through me. A network of powerful people who once ruled from the shadows. Damon had been their crown until he walked away, until I became their queen. And now they wanted both of us gone.
By noon, the mansion was alive with tension. Lucas had gathered the loyal guards. The East Wing was locked down. Files and encrypted laptops covered the table. A silent declaration of war. Damon leaned over the table. 3 circle members are unaccounted for: Mateo, Sarah, and the Ghost. The Ghost? I asked. That's not even a name. He met my gaze. It's all we've ever had. No one's seen his face. Not even me. Lucas stepped forward with a folder. Inside were photos. One showing a woman stepping out of a jet in Rome. Long white coat, sunglasses. Sarah Valente. "She's not hiding anymore," Damon said quietly. "Then she's making her move," I answered. "And she won't stop," he replied. "Not until she gets back what she lost. What we took, the throne." His lips curved slightly. "Then we stop her first." That evening, I stood on the balcony, staring at the glittering city below. My world had changed, from hunger to command, from fear to strength. But power can feel fragile, like glass ready to shatter. Damon joined me quietly. "What are you thinking about?" he asked. "That we've both built empires out of ashes," I said. "But what if the fire never stopped burning?" He tilted his head. "Then maybe it means we were born from it." I smiled faintly. "You talk like a poet." He stepped closer. "No, just a man trying to keep his queen alive." The word queen hit deeper than it should have. Dangerous, tender, and real. But the moment broke when Lucas rushed in. "Sir, we've got movement on the south perimeter. They bypassed the security system." Damon straightened. "How many?" 6, all armed. I turned sharply. "Then they came to lose." We moved through the mansion like shadows, alarms painting the walls red. Every sound echoed. Footsteps, whispers, the rhythm of danger. When we reached the courtyard, chaos erupted. I ducked behind a pillar as Damon returned precise, practiced fire. "They're trained," he said. "Not street men, professionals." "The Circle soldiers?" I asked. "Or something worse?" Then silence. When the smoke cleared, one figure stood still. Calm, untouched. A woman. Sarah Valente. I raised my weapon. "I should have known you'd show up eventually." She smiled, slow and sharp. "You took my empire, darling. Did you think I wouldn't take it back?" Damon's tone hardened. "You betrayed the Circle long before Amira did." She laughed. "And you betrayed me long before she existed." I froze. "What?" Her smirk deepened. "He didn't tell you that before you, he was mine." I turned to Damon. His silence said everything. Sarah's voice dripped with venom. "He trained me, loved me, and then left me to rot when I became inconvenient." "That's not true," Damon snapped. "Then tell her how it happened," she spat.
You destroyed your own family. He betrayed me first, she yelled. Because you started the massacre in Venice, he shot back. You would have burned the world if I hadn't stopped you. Her eyes turned to me. And now he's found another stray to mold into a monster. I took a step forward. Say that again, and you'll meet the real monster. Her smirk didn't fade. You already are. That's why he loves you. The words burned, because part of me believed them. Before I could speak, Lucas shouted, Amira, move! Something flashed. Damon stepped between us, blocking it with his hand. Run! He shouted. But I didn't. I grabbed a fallen rifle and fired. Sarah stumbled, clutching her shoulder, but still smiled through the pain. This isn't over, she hissed. The circle doesn't die, it multiplies. She dropped a smoke capsule and vanished.
Silence settled again. Damon wrapped his injured hand, ignoring my look. You knew her, I said quietly. You loved her. He met my eyes. Once, a long time ago. How long? Before you. Before I knew what love really was. My voice softened. And now? He stepped closer, voice low and raw. Now, I'd burn her world for touching yours. I wanted to believe him, but his eyes carried too many ghosts. Hours later, I sat alone in the study. A single folder lay open before me. Sarah's parting gift. Project Ghost. Inside, photos, surveillance, years of tracking Damon. Everywhere he'd been, every city, every time he was gone. But the last picture froze me. It wasn't taken by Sarah. It was taken from inside our mansion. The timestamp. 2 days ago. My phone buzzed. An encrypted message appeared on the screen. You still think you're the queen? The ghost was never gone. Check the one standing beside your throne. I looked toward the hallway. Damon's shadow moved under the flicker of the chandelier. My pulse stopped, because suddenly I wasn't sure if the man I loved was my protector or the ghost himself.